Hello, everybody. So, yeah, I'm here speaking about Liferay Commerce. Yesterday in the conference, I saw that not so many people know about Liferay Commerce, and yeah, this is the demonstration. So we are keeping hard to convince you guys. So, Liferay Commerce is a quite new product, and it was released in this summer. Last year we was here promising this, and yeah, we accomplished that. And from June we worked harder to create a better version of the first very buggy release. So last Friday we just released a newer version. It's Liferay Commerce 1.0.1, and it's available for download, and there is the community edition available there. From the summer to here, we really worked hard with all our partners and with our sales guys, and trying to understand how it was affecting Liferay Commerce to our existing ecosystem. And we realized that all our prospects, they was coming to us, and from there we understood that there is a wide variety. So we got a lot of feedback, and with this feedback, we realized that our prospects are coming to us just because there is no existing tool yet there. I mean, there are a lot of commerce platforms there, but most of people is still using traditional sales channels. That traditional sales channels means like emails, right, or phone calls. How many of you have to deal with a phone call to ordering the stuff or calling a call center, right? So that is most use case, but this is expensive. So what means expensive? It means that to maintain all of this, we need people answering phone, we need people answering emails, and people capturing that data, inserting in a real order system, right? So most of them are coming to Liferay because we are providing them in a single platform, right? And we are giving more tools for the sales network. They need something more than just an easy commerce. They need one single platform that is able to manage all their accounts. So this is the promise of Liferay Commerce, actually. We started building Liferay Commerce because we believe that this product can solve exactly those problems. But let's see a few advantages more, right? Like the first biggest advantage is that Liferay Commerce is built from scratch on top of the Liferay ecosystem. This means that we use Liferay Portal as a platform to develop on top of it. This means that you can just bring your right now knowledge and just be able to use Liferay Commerce without no training and without switching platform, switching language. It's just everything that you expect is in the right place as you want. So all the extension point that you are used to, all the customization is just there because we are Liferay. Then with the big and huge investment that we did in data integration tools, we are able to bring data inside Liferay Commerce, and we are able to show them in a single view, right? So your customers don't need now to switch from many platforms. They can just see all the order status maybe, or they can manage their catalog just in one single platform. And having all of this data in one single platform allows us actually to manage this data, to create algorithm in this data and create forecasting on top of this data. And this is wonderful, right? But one of the biggest advantages actually of Liferay Commerce is that we are able to merge in one single platform the content management and the commerce management. And why this is a huge factor? Because, for example, I'm going to show you one of Liferay Commerce accelerator. So this is a telco accelerator, and as you can see, we can create an amazing UX. We can merge all the catalog information, creating landing page for those products. And with this landing page, we can create, a wonderful search experience that just enable the user to find the right product they are looking for. And they are providing all the information that the user needs. But now, once we find the product, actually, without switching the context of the user, so keeping him in the same platform, we are able to create an order, right? We can check out the order with choosing different payment methods, shipping methods, and actually we got the final order and we can track the status on the same platform. But that is not enough, because thanks to all the collaboration suite, right, we are able to keep the user still in the same platform after the purchase experience. So the user can easily, make a return request, maybe using forms, or they can just go deeper into the documentation of the product, or creating a forum, or they just chat on a blog. That is in one single experience. But you can see how it's easy. We are covering the full life cycle of the user experience inside Liferay Commerce. So from the acquisition of the user, we are providing all the tools that they need to choose the right product. And then we just, you just made the transaction, you get the order, and then we maintain the user, and we teach the user to stay in the same platform, just giving them all the capability. But let's see more deeper what's Liferay Commerce. Let's go deeper in the functionality, actually. So we divided all the functionality in macro sections. So here you see like the catalog management section, web experience, search, order management, and search. But we are going deeper on this, right? So let's start with the catalog management. So what is it, the catalog management? The catalog management is that section inside Liferay Commerce where actually you are able to manage your products. You are able to create products, categorize them, add more information to the products, like adding, attaching documents, maybe adding images, specification, options, right? Is the platform is the section where you manage all the information, like categorization of the product, and you create, you add all of that plus information, right? We don't expect that our final user actually are creating the product inside our platform. We support that, right? But the typical use case will be that they already have the product in an external system, maybe a ERP, right, or a CRM, or a product manager information. So we are able to provide them all the APIs that they need to import those products inside Liferay Commerce, and then provide them a wonderful UX to manage those products and adding more information on top of it, right? So this is about the catalog management. But now that we manage the product, we need actually a way to show them to the front store, which is nothing. We manage product and in the same platform, thanks to all the web experience that we have in Liferay, we are able actually to present this product in a front store. What means? We are able to create page templates for each product, right? We can create different friendly rules for each product, and we just, all the tools that like web content, we can mix all together and creating a wonderful landing page for the product. But this is nothing if we are not able actually to search the product. The most difficult part of a B2B is actually providing the right tools for searching the product. Thanks to Elasticsearch and our new search framework, we are able to create a phased navigation system. This is really powerful. You have to try it out for sure. Then you see how we are managing all the product information. We are able to search them. We are able to display the product to the user. But then we need something more. We need a real e-commerce features like pricing, right? We invested a lot in the pricing feature. We are able to have a price for one single product depending on which customer is looking at the product and depending on how many items the customer is actually adding to the cart. So it's very detailed level of pricing. Then we are able to segment our users thanks to our user segment frameworks and creating custom price listing for them, creating contract prices for them. So each user, depending on the segment he belongs, is able to see different pricing. But then, thanks to the price list and contract price, we find the base price. On top of this base price, we can add a promotion. We can add a promo price that has a due date maybe. Or we can add a discount. Discount can be a fixed discount, can be a percentage. And we can filter discount depending, again, on the user segmentation or on rules. Rules that can be depending on the amount of cart, maybe depending on the past orders that I have. So you see that thanks to all of this information, actually, I am bringing all the core features of a commerce inside all of our web experience management. And then we are able to add this product to our cart. And from there we can all, we can drive the user during the checkout phase, allowing them to select in billing address, shipping address if enabled, and they can select different payment methods like PayPal or authorize.net or whatever you're used to, and then finally they get the order. For sure, all of these features are OSGI-based component, so if you don't see something here, you can just add your own. For example, in case of payment method, you just can add your own payment method. Then once we get the order, thanks to the order management section, we are able to manage all of this information. We are able to provide live status update on the order. We can create shipments, items, and all the information. We are giving all the information to the user that you need to know, and we are giving all the tools to the administrator in a way that they can manage that. And for Liferay Commerce, we do take care about help desk. That help desk is really a basic stuff in this world. And so we are creating a different view of the information for the help desk guy, giving the best UX possible to have all the information in one single place, in a way that when they answer a call, they have just the right information from there for that particular user. And we are able actually to give forecasting of them, so we can predict which one is going to be the problem and helping them solve it. But one of last section, but not for importance, is the accelerators. So Liferay accelerators, you will listen about accelerator, somebody is calling site initializer, but that was just a mistake of term. So the feature name is accelerator. And the accelerator actually is one module that enables to configure Liferay Commerce, right? And what means configure? So when you start a Liferay portal, right, you create a site, and then you have to do everything like adding new layouts, adding portrait to page, configuring portraits, and creating organization, creating roles, and that is an expensive task. So with Accelerator, we are it's just a way to provide you the best user experience that actually we studied for you, right? So you will just find a ready-to-use commerce website. Now we are creating Accelerator for different industry, and the three that you see with the check for telecommunication, office supply, and manufacturing are already available, and you can just download it and try. And we are working hard to bring like a fashion accelerator, retail, and medical. But Liferay Commerce is not just a set of features, right? Thanks to Liferay capability, actually we are able to support the multi-site concept, thanks to Liferay, the multi-tenant. And we added the concept of currency, so we are able to manage different currency depending on the country. We do support millions of products because our front store actually is not eating in no way the database. We just rely on the index for providing you the right information. And then actually we are giving business value. It's not just a set of features. So for example, account management. What is an account? Account is the really tiny B2B unit. What it means is the person or the organization that actually is buying on top of our store, is the VAT number, is the person that will receive the invoice, okay? It can be a user, or it can be an organization, and having different user names. And we are creating the right user experience to archive this problem, and even to manage those accounts in a sales network. We can create, hierarchy of accounts depending on countries, depending on the level of the partnership, and so on. But let's see more in detail what it means. So let's see the account management section in action. So this is a minimum accelerator. It's a B2B accelerator for a manufacturing company. You can see how you can drive inside account detail and see all the right information about that account, how many orders. You can see all the users related to that account, addresses. You can create branch or head office for that. And then you can drive deeper for each user. You can specify which one is the role for that account. For sure, you will recognize this is built on top of the organization, the user admin or Liferay, but just we are providing the right user experience for the user. You don't have to build from scratch. We are just providing it to you, and you can just use it. But this is nothing, because if you think like in a real world scenario, right? We don't deal with each single account per time, right? We deal with a group of accounts, a group organization. Let's say we want to create a discount for our premium partners, or for we want having a different price listing for our planning partner. So we have to manage those accounts, and this is a very hard task. So we have created a sales network management, and this is what it looks like actually. You can just navigate. You have a graph view of those organizations, and you can see all the users that are able to see that organizations, and you can add accounts to that. And this is really powerful, because in this way we can manage sales reps, we can manage agents, and providing them the right tool. That means that a user that is enabled in this sales network actually can make orders for others' account that he manages, right? But this is all about accounts. Let's see the order management section, right? That is a basic aspect of commerce. Again, I will show you the minimum accelerator order management. For example, here you see the list of orders that I am working on. Those are open orders, still not checked out. You can quick approve them, because maybe there is a workflow for the approval process, or you can just go in the detail of that order. So in the detail of that order, you will see always all the information that you need, like shipping address, like billing address. You can manage products, import from Excel or whatever, and then you can change pricing. And then suddenly you need to switch, and hold you place the order. I have to review the status of my order. I have to check the shipment status. So we provide the right tools to help our administrator to better manage this. And one of the last section is the catalog. Okay, so let's see what is it and how it looks at catalog in Liferay Commerce. So this is a standard catalog. You see, you can navigate through products, you can search products using our face navigation. You can preview them. You can then navigate until you find the right one, and then maybe you want to go in the detail where we provide more information, like pricing information, attachments, document, related products, and so on. So once you find the product, you can actually add to the cart, and this is just in context. You just feel natural. It does look like a Liferay website, right? And once you have that, actually you can start the checkout process and so on. But all of this is very powerful, but imagine now that we have to force our customer to say, hey, if we use Liferay Commerce, actually you have to manage all of that information inside Liferay using our wonderful lexicon console. Well, I don't think everybody will agree with this. So we need a way to import and export all of this information through different systems. What means? It means that I can manage easily my order process in my ERP, but I'm providing a way to the final user to see that status update, maybe in a Liferay website, okay? And how we do this? Well, we created a lot of APIs to allow this kind of integration, and we invested a lot in the ESB world, or data integration world. So I'm going to show you what we did with Open Talent Studio. We created components for this external tool platform. So here you are going to see the Liferay connection components. You just put the URL of your Liferay, right? You can filter per site, so you can connect to a particular site of Liferay. And then you just drag and drop another component that is in the palette available there, that is Liferay input, and you select right connection, and now you can decide which resource you want to read from Liferay. In this case, we are selecting the product resource, right? Those are resources provided by API. Then you can choose a different output, right? You are creating a flow of data, and in this case, we are selecting an Excel output, right? And just two drag and drops and connecting with right-click one component to the other, actually, we are able to read information from Liferay and exporting it to an Excel. Was really just, this actually is, I recorded this, so it's a really live story. And now using your imagination, you can see that in that palette there are a lot of other tools, like Salesforce connectors, like Marketo connectors. There are all the database connectors that you may know, like Postgres, MySQL. There are a lot of stuff there. So you can just easily integrate with your existing platform with drag and drops and creating a real flow of data. This is really powerful. So you can see that Liferay Commerce is not just a plugin on top of the portal. It's not just a set of features on top of DXP and a bunch of portals, right? There is a vision there, there is a full product there. And you can see how we put Liferay Commerce on top of DXP, right? Because our basement is always Liferay. And in a side of Liferay Analytics Cloud, we are working hard to integrate it for the next major release of Liferay Commerce with Analytics Cloud. We won't push them all the information about the visited product, right? And we can create segments of the user depending on the behavior or maybe depending on the abandoned cart. And that is just all integrated in one single ecosystem. But it's not, I'm not lying to you. That's something that already exists and you actually can try it. So how you do that? So you can just go in our community page. Thanks to the wonderful work that the team in LA and thanks to Brian, we finally have a community edition download available since last Friday. So you can just get it, download it, and try it. We do have an official Docker image actually for Liferay Commerce that was uploaded last Friday. You can easily start with 2 commands, right? It's wonderful. You can just, copy these 2 commands, put in your terminal, and you have a full and working Liferay Commerce on your desk. That means that thanks to this capability, thanks to the accelerators, you are able just to start your online commerce with 3 clicks. That's wonderful. And thanks to all of the we deploy work, guys, we are able to put all of this in the cloud. There will be a workshop later, and we are going to speak exactly about this. And but if you are not familiar with Docker, anyway, we are providing an LKG download, so you can put on top of your last Liferay 7.1 Jet2 installation, or you can just download a bundle. So you have many choose to try it. And let's speak about next release. As Jorge said this morning, there are a lot of already existing commerce platform there. So we are really running to be, to be there. And I will show the roadmap of this product. It's planned a new release in the QA1 of 2019, and we are adding subscription products management. We are adding a new B2B accelerator and a data integration management. The data integration management is something that allows you actually to manage all of your jobs that take data from external system inside Liferay itself, and you can schedule job and check the status of your job. And then is scheduled a new release on the Q3 of next year, and there we are going to add a new credit management, and we are adding the concept of product versioning and sandboxing thanks to the change list features that we are adding to the Liferay portal. And we are investing in the ESB world, creating a new MuleSoft connector and a return management feature. So don't miss the workshop. If you want to see Liferay Commerce in action, we are going to install together Commerce, we are going to navigate it, we are going to create extension of Liferay Commerce, and then we are going to deploy all of this extension in the cloud, and then create a connector with talent for importing data from a Salesforce to Commerce. And this is going to be in this workshop, so if you're interested, don't miss it. And that's it. Thank you very much.